Welcome back! My name is Power Up Pikachu, the game, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Last time, we conquered the guard armor and made our way to Wonderland, where we came across a rabbit who was apparently very, very late. Now, let's see if we can find that rabbit and get some answers out of him. And so it would seem our mysterious rabbit has entered another door.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big. Must you be so loud? You woke me up.
Good morning.
Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
Now, before we grow small, there are a couple of things that we need to do in the room. Such as push that bed in, and for the moment, that's the only thing we can do. Wonderland is a twisty, mazy puzzle with lots of things to find. But for now, we head to the Queen's Castle.
Court is now in session!
I'm on trial? But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is? Because I say so, that's why.
It is so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling? Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there!
Who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Bring me evidence of Alice's innocence. Fail, and it's off with all your heads. Gather as much or little evidence as you please. Report back here once you're ready. Now, two things. One, am I the only one who thinks the rabbit's eyes make him look like he's stoned? And two, you can collect, as the Queen said, as much or little evidence as you please. But there is a reward. Who are you? Who indeed? Poor Alice, soon to lose her head, and she's not guilty of a thing. Hey, if you know who the culprit is, tell us. The Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't always tell. The answer, the culprit, the cat, all lie in darkness. Wait! They've already left the forest. I won't tell which exit. There are 4 pieces of evidence in all. 3 are a cinch to find. The 4th is tricky. Big reward if you find them all. Should we trust him? To trust or not to trust? I trust you'll decide. And as the Cheshire Cat says, there is indeed a reward for collecting all 4. But that reward, I'm just gonna show you. And I do believe I have... No, I don't want to talk to you quite yet. Item, stock, ether, exchange, Sora, for potion.
This should help.
Yeah, if you give consumables to these flowers, they'll give you stuff, which is quite useful. Especially since some of the stuff, like that camping set I just acquired, are very useful. But we find another Trinity. And acquire a potion, and a tent, and an ether. So we made back our ether, and have found a piece of evidence. Footprints. Now, you want a potion,
This should help.
and I get a high potion in return. So far, so good. Now that quick upwards slash is the slapshot ability in action. It's very useful in the early game, but as the game goes on, you might want to drop it for other things, especially as certain bosses later on can be rather touchy about their DMs, desperation moves. He wants an ether. I shall provide.
This should help.
And I do believe another camping set. Now then. Right, can't grab onto the shrooms. There's another piece of evidence. Whoops. I thought I could swing there to get more distance, but I didn't need to. Obtained antenna. You know, like the things that the old TVs had. Now then. I do believe this is our first puppies. 16, 17, and 18 returned home. How they survived that long in a chest, no one knows. But we'll all be sure to call PETA on them for cruelty to animals. Nope, bad shadow. Ah, never mind. If he wants to fall, then he can fall. That's 3. Stench. What do Heartless smell like, I wonder? I can't imagine it's a very pleasant smell. After all, according to Riku, darkness stinks. And Heartless are beings of darkness. Of course, that won't be mentioned until Chain of Memories. But with 3 out of 4 items acquired, there's still one more left to get, which is as the Cheshire Cat in if I can talk English hard, please.
Here.
As the Cheshire Cat implied, it's the hardest to find. Fortunately, I know the way. Whoops. Now I can hit the tree and eat the fruit. But I do suppose that the gateway is open. If these shadows would stay out of my way. Was that Donald or Goofy that made the screen go greeny? And there's the final clue. Now I just need to make sure I make this jump. Excuse me, Donald. Aha! Obtain claw marks. Well, look what you found. Nice going. Now we can save Alice. Don't be so sure. She may be innocent, but what about you? What do you mean? I won't tell, but I'll give you something. Attain the power of ice. Learn the magic spell Blizzard. And that's your reward for collecting all 4 of the evidence. Now these, I do believe, are red rhapsodies. Or are they blue rhapsodies? I'll check in Jimny's journal in a second. I know the yellow ones are yellow operas. Now, something of interest is if you hit an enemy with their elemental weakness, then you get tech XP, which is always a good thing. You can also bounce the red rhapsodies. Let me check. Characters, Heartless, Red Nocturnes. You can knock their fireballs back at them. But now we can present our evidence to the Queen. Now, show me what you have found. Well, that's certainly a lot of evidence, but I'm still not impressed. Cards, bring forth my evidence! And the piddly little one evidence. Now, the number of evidence you collect is directly related to how much evidence she presents. So if you only collect 1, then she has 4, and so on and so forth. Checking all 5 would only be a waste of time. Alright then, choose the one you wish to present. I'll decide who's guilty based on that evidence. What? After all the trouble of collecting it? You dare object? Then you will lose your head! Now choose 1 box. So yeah, if you choose incorrectly... Why is Donald... Anyway, if you choose incorrectly, then you can wind up with a handicap in the upcoming fight. But fortunately I picked correctly. What in the world was that? What's going on? What? My game just glitched. Cards, if they touch the tower, you'll lose your heads. So yeah, in this fight, Donald and Goofy can become locked up if you're not careful and choose the wrong piece of evidence. Or just unlucky. That's been known to happen from time to time. Now mostly you can just ignore the cards. Ow. And focus your attentions on the tower. Defense up, learn Berserk, and I didn't catch the rest of them because I'm a slowpoke with the reflexes of a dead fish. Map jump test before fighting the Queen, after fighting the Queen. What in blue blazes? Okay. Have you seen Alice? Alice, no. Shadows, yes. Where did they go? This way, that way, doesn't matter. Left, right, up, down, all mixed up thanks to the shadows. Step deeper into the forest to the deserted garden. You might find shadows in the upside down room. Well, fortunately, it seems to have... Whoops. Gone back to normal. I don't know. Ooh, our first large body. You cannot attack these guys. Camera, hello? You cannot attack these guys from the front. Your attacks will just bounce off. So instead, you have to go at them from behind. And no, not like that, you darn pervs. But anyway, he dropped me a high potion, which, again, being strangely generous with the drop rates. But now, I do have some potions. So I can grow to gargantuan size and squash you like the insignificant bugs that you are.
This should help.
Yes, I will quote that at almost any available opportunity. But for now, let us acquire the Egg of Power. Now then, some more red nocturnes.
See ya.
It's always a good idea to get tech XP where you can. Because,
Come on.
especially in Proud mode. And especially when you're on the darkest night path. Because you want that XP to level up. And Donald's KO'd. Fortunately, when you leave combat, he should be waking up soon. And there's a blue. Whoops.
Come on.
Come here, you. Ow.
Come on.
Yeah, there are a couple of things in this area that are of particular note. The Trinity. That flower arrangement right there. Unfortunately, we can't get access to it until we learn Thunder. But we get a Mega Potion, which is always nice. And access to more Dalmatians, 13, 14, and 15. Sent home safe and sound. Let's stop by the rest. Save point to get some HP and MP back before heading back to the garden where the Cheshire Cat directed us. I'm learning. Whoops. Now I just need to remember to manage my MP. Tea Party Garden. Now this place is great because a very merry on birthday. Sit down to get your present. You can sit in each of the seats and you get something each time. Very useful. Now, if memory serves, this chair is a trap. Nope, it's this one that's the trap. Whoopsie daisy.
See ya.
Oh well. I'm not going to complain about it. Some more experience. And look, the Mad Hatter and the March Hare are all surprised. Ooh! This brings up an opportunity I didn't think I was going to talk about so soon. These are the white mushrooms. and they're very important, especially for later on. Just watch what they do, and when they're doing a specific motion, that means they want you to cast a certain magic on them. If you cast 3 of the same kind of magic in a row, they'll give you something extra special. Come on. This is a patience game more than anything else. Once you learn what gestures mean what. Come on, little Heartless. There we go. And we get a whole bunch of mystery goo, blizzard arts, and a whole bunch of MP bubbles. Ah, crap. I was too slow. Oh well, there should be one more left. There you are. Let's see if I can't knock out another. Oh. That was me being impatient. Oh well. But yeah. Eventually you're going to want a bunch of mysterious goos. And all the blizzard art. And yeah. There's an art for each spell. So fire, blizzard, thunder, etc. and so forth. Whoops. Tripped another trap. And another large body. Now one thing that does work on their front ends is magic. So feel free to cut loose. I'm just gonna knock out all of the chairs. I only have this one and that one over there that I thought was a trap originally. I do appreciate how each time you sit down the picture changes. Nice little touch. But that's all the presents. Now we head into the bazaar room once more. They're hiding somewhere. And there it goes again. Want to find the shadows? Try turning on the light. I've never seen this happen before. Like, I've played the original on PlayStation. I've played the 1.5 collection on PS3. But in all my time playing, max HP up, I've never seen it glitch. And of course, Donald is kaputski. And Goofy gets a max HP up. There you are. There you go. Yeah, Donald is pretty useless in the early game. It's too dim. Make it brighter. What next? One more lamp that you need to light. And so, with our pro dodge rolling skills, we dodge roll over to the table and light up the second lamp. All the lights are on. You'll see the shadows soon. They'll arise in this room, but somewhere else. The shadows might go after that doorknob too. And so with that hint, that isn't a very helpful hint, we now know where to go. Back to the doorknob. First, let's collect the Thundara G. Now, into the bazaar room. you'll have a better view from higher up. The shadows should be here soon. Are you prepared for the worst? If not, too bad. And there we see the Trick Master. Now this is a boss that is probably only as hard as you make it. Because, for one, you don't want to use fire magic on him. And for two, it's all a matter of timing with your jumps and your hits. But also, you can use the table to get some height to better hit him. But if you do that, he's liable to knock the table down. And this is also reason to collect all 4 of the evidence. Because for this boss fight, if you don't do that, then you won't have Blizzard. And Blizzard is very useful. Whoops, that was fire. I didn't mean to fire. Now, 2 things about the final mix version of this fight. 1, I very much appreciate that he explodes in confetti whenever you hit him. But 2, I prefer his original red and black color scheme. Purely because I feel it fits better with the Alice in Wonderland aesthetic. Whereas all these neon colors make me think of puke, quite honestly. But now the fight is about to get just a little bit harder, I do believe. Come here, you. Oops, he knocked down the table. Yeah. And now he's lighting his sticks on fire. What are they called? Batons, maybe? Ow. And he hurts. Quite a bit. When his baton club sticks are on fire. But I don't think he has a whole lot of HP left. Ow. Oh, the table respawned. And it's spinning. Why is the table spinning? Come on, you. Donald and Goofy are down. I am going to throw out a Mega Potion. And then we will all be back in the fight. Except Donald looks like he's about to be knocked out again. Oh well. And Goofy's down again too. Great googly moogly. I wonder how much health he has left.
Deep freeze! Deep freeze! Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
This is tense. I don't want to die. I don't want to start this boss fight over. And he's reigniting his batons. Please no. Actually, I wonder, can you knock his fireball back at him? Ow. This fight is being very tricky, so I'm not talking a lot, which is probably bad. But hopefully I won't see the game over screen again this playthrough, although I doubt it. Victory! Max HP up for Donald and defense up for Goofy. Phew! Obtained Ifrit's horn.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
What was that? You hear that? Sounded like something closed. This gummy ain't like the others, no sir. Okay, I'll hold on to it. Obtain Navi G piece. Splendid, you're quite the hero. If you're looking for Alice, she's not here. She's gone, off with the shadows, into darkness. No. Let's go back to our gummy ship. We might find her in another world. We've got to go to a save point to return to our ship. Fortunately, it takes you directly to a save point. But I do believe that is an excellent place to stop the episode. This time, we outsmarted the Trick Master and locked our first keyhole. Next time, we'll be headed to our next world. Until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, hit the notification bell to make sure you're on time with all my new videos. And if you would be so kind, get off my lawn, you filthy casuals.